Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through with the cards in this reading for you today. So the first card that we have is the Strength card. You actually have some Leo energy with this. You could be dealing with a Leo. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card, which is some Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius as well. So the Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really having a lot of patience surrounding the situation at hand right now. I do feel like with the Temperance card showing up over here, this does also feel like a very deeply meaningful connection to share with someone. It does feel like a divine union. I also feel that with this Temperance card, there is a sense of being able to move at a natural pace with someone in a connection. And I do feel like that could also be it being something that's moving steadily forward. But with the Strength card showing up over here, I do feel like the person you are dealing with does perceive your connection with them as one that's quite strong. It's affecting them quite strongly. I do feel like there is a sense of also having a feeling of being vulnerable within this connection with you. I do feel like though this Strength card, that this also feels like an energy of when it comes to this person being able to tap into that side of things, which is more so vulnerable and being able to be more open and showing that very caring side of themselves, it is something that takes bravery and courage, but I do feel like they are willing to do that for you, especially with this connection meaning so much to them. I definitely feel like there's a lot of care from this person towards you. Do you feel like though, with the Strength card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being a bit having to fight defenses such as being too prideful within the situation, and that being something that can be acting as a defense or a way that this person really defends themselves and is also able to lean into as a coping mechanism or defense mechanism towards you within this connection, especially whenever things are getting tough. But I do feel like as far as your connection, there is something there. This person feels quite connected, and I do feel like they feel it quite strongly. And I also feel that when it comes to the way they feel about you, they care a lot about you. And I do feel like it's something they can't shake off. There is a sense of being quite attached to you in a way that is very loving, very caring. And also there's a sense of having a lot of compassion and feeling a lot for a person from this person when it comes to how they feel about you. I do feel like with the Two of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being open to having a relationship or exploring romantic feelings further towards being able to have a deeper connection and a deeper relationship as well. I do feel like with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this feels like two people who are actually complementing energies. And I do feel like on an emotional level, you have a strong emotional connection and a strong potential for being able to have a very strong relationship with this person. I do feel like that you could also be seeing this person and deeming them as relationship material. And with the Ace of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an offer. And I do feel like it's a love offer. I do also feel like it's the start of something new and being able to enter into a new chapter. I do feel like with the Ace of Cups, this also feels like a sense of being able to really have somebody's heart soften and opening up to a connection and being able to actually be open to have something deeper and something further. And I do feel like that's really founded on a strong emotional connection. So I do feel like on an emotional level, it's like you've left an imprint on this person. I do also feel like that's something that could be mutual. You could also feel it with this person, but there's a lot of care here. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have Justice, and we do have some Libra energy with this. You could also be dealing with a Libra. We have the Empress. We have Libra or Taurus. You could also be dealing with a Taurus. And we have the Fool card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor card, and we do have some Aries energy with this. So you could also be dealing with an Aries or somebody with prominent Aries placements. I do feel like with the Emperor card from up over here, though, this does feel like very authoritative energy. Somebody who wants to be able to maintain a sense of control. I do feel like maintain a sense of control of the situation as well as of themselves within the situation with you. I do feel like there's a lot of passion here. I do feel like there's a strong connection here, and this person's also feeling it and going through it with you. But with the Emperor card from up over here, this does feel like there's a desire to be able to have a sense of structure with the way in which things are unfolding, being able to maintain a sense of stability within your connection. And I do feel like there's a very cautiousness when it comes to being able to ensure that that is something that stays intact, being able to show up very level-headed, and also being very stable within the control of their emotions. I do feel like this person, maybe somebody takes themselves quite seriously. They may be also somebody who wants to be able to have something serious. They take the situation seriously. I also feel like this person is somebody who's quite a committed person. When they are invested in a situation, they are all in. Do you feel like this person is somebody who's not going to leave you either, especially not easily? And do you feel like that the Emperor card, this feels like this committed energy? With the Justice card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a very honest and fair, balanced way of connecting with someone. I do feel that with the Justice card showing up over here, that there's also a desire for being able to kind of have a nicely balanced type of a flow between yourself and someone else. And even just the way that this connection unfolds is a desire for it to be happening in a fair way. And I even feel that with this Justice card, this also may have something to do with legal matters and being able to experience those going in your favor, especially as it pertains to this connection for this person. And I do feel like this also feels like being able to solidify something or be able to actually move into a place of something being something more established in this connection. I also get that with the Emperor card. There's a seriousness to the way this person wants to be able to handle things with you in this connection, and I do feel like it's impacting them seriously and strongly when it comes to the way that you make them feel. And I do feel like that's actually motivating them to be able to want to be able to take that next step. With the Empress card showing up over here, this does feel like a sense of being able to see the future of this connection being one filled with growth and expansion. I also feel like it is one filled with abundance, and I do feel like there is a desire to be able to create something with you, especially through your relationship. And I do feel like it is one with a lot of longevity and also a lot of future potential growth in the future. And I do feel like with the Empress card, this is also a very attractive energy. Do you feel like there's also this energy of being able to feel quite attracted by this person? And I do feel like the feeling is mutual. With the Two of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a pretty abundant connection between yourself and someone else. So I do feel like when it comes to anything you're creating with this person, it does have a lot of potential to be able to grow into something even more abundant than what you may have initially expected. But I do feel like there's a working energy between yourself and this person where you're able to create really great things with each other. With the Fool card showing up over here, this feels like an open energy, especially an open energy towards being able to embrace the future and take a leap of faith towards seeing where things can go within a relationship. With the Ace of Cups, this feels like a new beginning, and this feels like being able to experience a fresh start. I do feel like there's a sense of being able to actually trust in those feelings that you have within the connection with someone and being able to take a courageous and even bold action towards being able to make things work. With the Fool card, I also feel like this is a very exciting energy. I also feel like there could be travel here. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Flirt card. We have Give Your Relationship a Chance. And we have You Deserve Love. So with the Flirt card showing up over here, I'm getting this card pertaining to that Ace of Cups. So this Ace of Cups, this also feels like an opportunity to be able to enter into a new beginning. I do feel like being able to enter into a new beginning with someone who you are deeply connected with. I do feel like with this flirt card showing up over here, there's a pretty light-hearted energy and a pretty light-hearted and even fun beginning. I do feel like also there's this chemistry that comes out within a new beginning, and also being able to actually move something with someone. And I do feel like there's a sense of also having this understanding between yourself and someone else. This could also feel like a sense of having a strong connection that feels like a connection with a best friend, and being able to move that forward and further. I do feel like with the give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being open to being able to give things a chance. And I also feel like when it comes to being able to work on a relationship with someone, with this card showing up over here, this does feel like someone who's open to being able to make something work. I do feel like there's a sense of someone holding out for the opportunity to make things work with you. And I do feel like with this strength card showing up over here, there is a sense of being determined to be able to make something work with you as far as a relationship. And I do feel like there is that opportunity to be able to have a conversation that you're going to be hearing from this person. I do feel like with this you deserve love card showing up over here, this is a pretty mutual energy as far as being able to see that what's best for both of you moving forward, especially if it's involving love. There's a desire for being able to give each other what you want. And I do feel like when it comes to entering into a new beginning, there's a focus on ensuring that love is a part of it. I do feel like with the Fool card showing up over here and the Ace of Cups showing up over here, this could be a new beginning with somebody new. But I do feel like there's a sense of being able to actually connect with someone very deeply and having a very strong bond with somebody. I do feel like there's a relationship on the horizon, and I do feel like if you already are in a relationship, this also feels like being able to actually recognize and have the deeper sides of this connection be something that's coming to the forefront, and being able to bond deeply. Even with that Temperance card showing up over here, this feels like having a lot of things in your favor as far as being able to connect with someone. So I do feel like it's a divine union. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.